If you've watched any of my videos recently, you certainly know that I am no fan of Medicare Advantage. And there's particular reasons for that. And I'm going to give you a real life reason right now to show you why I would just never choose a Medicare Advantage plan. And again, there's a number of reasons, mostly freedom of choice and flexibility and really doing what you want to do when it's time that you need to have something significant done. So I'm going to give you a real example. I'm Keith Armbrecht, founder of Medicare on Video, and I help people across the country make the right Medicare choices. I can absolutely help you as well. Just visit my website, MedicareOnVideo.com, and I will send you an immediate quote on a Medicare supplement plan that shows you exactly what your cost would be. But right now we're going to talk about really the disadvantage of Medicare Advantage. And I get calls frequently from people that have a parent, a mother or a father, that have a sibling, whether it's their sister, that is currently on a Medicare Advantage plan and now has a significant health condition, and they want to know, how do I get her off? How do I get back into original Medicare so that we can make the choices that we need to make sure that things improve in their life? And most of the time the answer is you can't. Once you're in a significant health scenario, you cannot get approved for a Medicare supplement to go with traditional Medicare. So it's something a lot of people really just don't understand until really the time that they need it. So I'm going to show you right now a real life example of why I would never choose Medicare Advantage, because of that freedom that I would want if I were to get into a difficult medical situation down the road. So here, you've probably heard of Mayo Clinic before. Mayo Clinic is certainly a huge hospital chain that is throughout the country and certainly considered a premier hospital, one that you would likely choose to go to if you were in a medical scenario that you needed expert care. So here's a letter from Mayo Clinic recently to Medicare beneficiaries, and I'm going to read through it, bear with me, but it's important to understand this and why I would not choose a Medicare Advantage plan is primarily because of this. So this letter starts out, at Mayo Clinic, our patients are at the center of everything we do, and your trust is very important to us. Sharing information is one way to help we ensure we continue to be trusted partners for your healthcare needs. Terrific. They're trying to be on your side. As you may be aware, beginning in mid-October, it will be time to select healthcare coverage for 2023. So that's Medicare open enrollment, when people in a Medicare Advantage plan can either change Medicare Advantage plans, or that's the time to get out of a Medicare Advantage plan or to get into a Medicare Advantage plan during Medicare open enrollment. Mayo Clinic in Florida, and again, this is specific to Florida. I don't know about the other locations, but they're probably similar. But Medicare or Mayo Clinic in Florida is not in network with most Medicare Advantage plans. So they are not part of the network. And that's one of the things with Medicare Advantage plans, is you generally have to stay within network. So you can't choose exactly where you want to go. You have to pick from what is offered. And that just can be very difficult, again, if there is a significant medical need like leukemia or cancer or something going on with COPD or kidney or something really significant, where you want the best of the best. No matter where they are, you don't want any roadblocks in your way. Now, this next line is even more important. We want to be assured that you are aware that Mayo Clinic in Florida will not schedule appointments for patients with out-of-network Medicare Advantage plans. So some Medicare Advantage plans say, well, we have a network, but we also have out-of-network benefits, so you don't have to stay within the network. Mayo Clinic is saying, we're not going to take those either, because they don't want to fight with the Medicare Advantage plan over payment. They don't agree with what is being reimbursed from a Medicare Advantage plan to Mayo Clinic. So not only are they not in network, they're not going to see people as an out-of-network benefit. So if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, you likely cannot go to Mayo Clinic in Florida under any circumstance. So many patients are making elections for their coverage in 2023, including Medicare. Marketing for Medicare Advantage plans may indicate that you can be seen at any facility that accepts Medicare. So you see all the commercials on TV. Everybody's super happy. Everybody is in a wonderful mood. They love their Medicare Advantage plan, but that's just on TV. When you get into it, however, Mayo Clinic in Florida is out of network on these plans. And then back up to the previous statement, we're not going to make an appointment for you as out of network. So with Mayo Clinic in Florida, Medicare Advantage, they do not mix. Medicare Advantage plans are managed by commercial insurance companies on behalf of Medicare and offer a specific network of contracted medical providers and hospitals, which may not include Mayo Clinic of Florida. They just told you it doesn't include Mayo Clinic in Florida. These plans are required to have a substantial network of qualified providers to accommodate their members' medical needs. Now, it doesn't really stop there. And you may be on a plan now similar to what's Medicare Advantage. If you're on a group health insurance plan, especially if you're on an HMO plan, it can be very similar. And where I see even a bigger problem than Mayo Clinic not being a network and never being a network, so you don't have the choice, is when you have a provider or even a hospital chain that is in network, and then all of a sudden there's a contract dispute and they're no longer in the network. So if you're on one of those group health plans, you've probably gotten a letter at some point saying, effective January 1st, XYZ provider is no longer going to be a network provider for XYZ insurance company. So they have not agreed on reimbursements and pricing, and they are leaving the network. And if you are in the middle of a medical situation, whatever it may be, even if it's not major, if it's significant or even semi-significant, and all of a sudden your doctor leaves the network and your hospital leaves the network, and you have to start all over with a different provider, a different primary even, and then a different specialist, and then a different hospital, wow, that is a big deal. So that, again, is one of the main reasons why I completely stay away from Medicare Advantage. I would not recommend Medicare Advantage because it can just be almost catastrophic if something like that happens. And anybody that's had any medical scenarios, the relationship with the doctors along the way, super important. If all of a sudden they're gone, major problem for that type situation. Now, we get down here a little bit farther. It says, we do accept original Medicare Parts A and Part B and supplement plans, sometimes referred to as traditional Medicare. If you choose to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan, we can provide your medical records to the next network facility you select. So they're saying, say la vie, if you choose a Medicare Advantage plan. If you're currently on original Medicare with a supplement and you have something going on at Mayo Clinic and you opt to go into a Medicare Advantage plan, they will no longer see you. So some will find that a little tough on their side, which, they certainly have the right. And again, they would see you if it was made sense for them to do that, if they got paid in a reasonable way. And you think about this a little bit further. If you've ever seen a traditional Medicare reimbursement, it's like pennies on the dollar to what a hospital bills. So here Mayo Clinic is saying, yes, we accept that, but we will not accept Medicare Advantage. So what does that tell you? Number one, I want my doctor, to be good, but I also want him to be happy. I want him to get paid and be, glad that he's doing what he's doing. So I would not want to be in a position where they look at me as a Medicare Advantage client. So again, those are reasons why I would not do it. Certainly there are plenty of people on Medicare Advantage, plenty of people that find it works, and again, it just depends on what you need and what you're choosing. So that's a real life example of why I would not choose a Medicare Advantage. And again, full disclosure, I do not sell Medicare Advantage. I only sell Medicare supplement plans because that's what I believe in. Some people in comments will say, well, you make so much more money selling Medicare supplements, which is completely not true. Medicare Advantage pays much higher per sale than a Medicare supplement plan. So I'm doing it at my own detriment, where I make significantly less with a Medicare supplement sale than I would with Medicare Advantage. But again, I would only do what I would recommend to you to do. So that's why I choose what I choose. So, and again, I have thousands of clients. I get zero customer service phone calls. I don't have any unhappy clients, which if I did all Medicare Advantage, man, I would have a major amount of unhappy clients. So I sleep better at night. you'll sleep better at night. I'd be happy to help you. Getting back to original Medicare from Medicare Advantage can be a little difficult. You got to be in pretty good health. So if you want to come back from Medicare Advantage into Medicare and get a supplement and pretty much have no out-of-pocket expense, very little deductible, it's in the mid $200 for the year on a Plan G, it just makes a whole lot of sense. So I hope you find this helpful. And again, if there's anything we can do, give us a call, fill out the form on my website. We'll get back to you very shortly. Hope you found this helpful. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you found it very helpful. A couple of other things that you'll find very helpful is first, download a copy of my free book, Medicare Made Clear. I put a lot of time, a lot of effort into this book. You'll find it very helpful for everything that you need for Medicare now and in the future. It has videos in the book, has all the links that you need for signing up and everything else that you'll need going forward. So take just a minute, go to medicareonvideo.com/free book. You can download it right now and save it on your computer. You'll have it for now and in the future. And then down the road, when it's time to renew your Medicare supplement plan, we always want to shop around. So every year, it makes sense to do a Medicare price check. And I have a website specific to that, www.medicarepricecheck.com, where we will compare your current plan and see if we can get the same plan at a lower price. And a lot of times we can do that. So it makes sense to visit medicarepricecheck.com every year. We'll do a quick comparison, let you know if it makes sense, and then we take it from there. I hope you found all this helpful. Have a fantastic day. Hey, don't go anywhere. These are some of my most recent videos right here. You can also find the link right below this video to download my book, Medicare Made Clear, absolutely free. You can also subscribe to my channel right here. So please download my book, watch some videos, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.